Alrighty guys, I've been wanting to make this video for the past couple weeks, but I've been sick. Just got my voice back, so we're gonna make it. So, if you guys have been around on social media at all in the last, I don't know, probably 6 months or so, you guys have seen this company, Bad Dog Tools. Well, we're gonna find out today if they're worth anything. Supposedly these bits can drill anything from masonry to stainless steel to porcelain. Well, I don't have all that stuff. We're gonna hit them. We're gonna see if they're worth buying, if these things are worth the amount of money that they cost. And we're gonna put them up against these Drillcos as far as into the wood and the metal. And I've got one lonely Milwaukee concrete bit to put it up against as well. I've also got their diamond cutoff wheels. Now these are what really drew me in, that I really wanted to check these things out, just because it's a flush mount and flat grind stuff. I mean, I've used the diamond blades before and I'm like, heck, that's gotta be worth a shot. So we'll see. We'll put it up against the tried and true Lennox. I've used these for several years now. I like them. The thing that you guys gotta remember with these diamond blades compared to abrasive discs, they cut 10 times louder. So you gotta pick and choose what you want to cut with it. And you can't cut aluminum with these things because they'll gum up quicker and quick. But let's get into it. See what's what. Let's see if these things are worth the $200 as it costs for a set of these bits, and $200 for that wheel there. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it or not. We're gonna find out. All right, so we've got a couple different size drill bits laid out here. I'm not going to go through every single one that's in this kit. Picked out some sizes that I have comparable in the Drillcos, and we're just gonna keep it simple. So we're gonna test our 1/2 inch. I believe it's a 13/16 and a 3/16. So first thing you'll notice that when you pull these bad dogs out of the box, these things look like a freaking masonry bit. And it's the first thing that I thought, like, man, must have got the wrong ones right off the rip. But it says multi-purpose. I don't know if I'm believing that, but we're gonna find out. And it also says that you need to run these things in an impact. So we're gonna run these in an impact. We're gonna run my normal bits and our drill here. And let's get at it. I think we're gonna start off with the 1/2 inchers, the big dogs. And I think we're gonna run through the concrete first. I think that's gonna put the most wear on it. So we're gonna do a little time comparison as far as Bad Dog to the Milwaukee. This right here isn't super hard brick. This is Firestone. It's been laying out, I don't know how many years, longer than I've owned the place. So we're gonna see how it does with this, and then we'll step to some rough and tough concrete that I found. And then we'll try to give it a go on this old clay pot. Wood and concrete so far does great. I don't know, the metal, I don't see it. It's just one of them things for me. But we got some 1/8 inch off of our inner fenders, off the trailer we just got done with. Let's see if we can't pop a hole through it. All right guys, so we're gonna start off with our small 3/16 bit. See if it'll punch through this 1/8 inch steel. Well, it went through, but yeah, well, The tip's still there, I think. It's just significantly worn down on one side. It was all the way across on both sides there. And it's just not there. Not on the other side, at least. Kind of interesting. Walk. Made a hole. We got looks like some, can't tell if that's damage or just some of the coating's messed up on it or not, but nope, that's damage right there. The point chipped on it. So that's not good. First time using that one. I mean, I've used some of the smaller ones the other day, just goofing around, but I mean, that shouldn't do that. Not on the first shot. All right, let's see what this half inch will do here. Well, it might go through it here in a second. That ain't going through. See these holes? They're kind of wallowed a little bit. And I'm not the greatest person with a drill, but I'll tell you this, you guys do a lot of drilling or whatever else. I'm sure there's hundreds of brands out there for drill bits, guys, but I hooked these up a while ago, and I've lost some and I broke some over the time, and I gotta get a new set. But pound for pound, these drill bits are awesome if you're gonna be constantly drilling through metal. I can't even praise them enough. But that's what the drill codes look like. As you can see, there's not a lot of, there's no ovaling, there's no like countersinking almost. They're just straight through. Good. Look at that, I didn't even notice that. So on the back side of the drill coast, there's a little bit of slag on the half-inch hole. Not much at all. But if you look on the back side of these two holes that did go through these bad dogs, I mean, it looks like somebody shot it with a bullet. It just peeled them back. You'd have to come back and clean that up and everything else. Like that's, I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. I wouldn't expect that out of a set of bits that costs $200 for 14 of them, and so they can drill everything, you know? That's just me. That's just me though. Well, let's get onto the abrasive wheels. Let's see if maybe that thing's worth a darn. I will give them that. That is nifty. I really, really like that. The guard really needs to be off to really get it flush with this one, but I'm not going to take it off. But I do like that flush mount. That is awesome. That is that's nifty to have. You can clean up any burrs down the side, whatever have you. Grind some welts flat, you name it. That's pretty good, and it worked pretty well. All right, so we got a little 1-inch line marked out here. So that's what we'll use for our baseline. We'll time out how long it takes for each blade to go to the 1-inch mark. I'm only gonna do, well, you know what? I'll grab a fiber disc. We'll throw a fiber disc into this as well. guys, we got our Linux. The kerf on this thing is crazy. It's like over a quarter inch. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera or not, but like that's the first two cuts off that bag dog right there. And I mean, you can see, I mean, it won't even come close to fitting in where we just ran that Linux in. So that, I mean, that's going to slow it down a little bit, and that's a lot of material loss when you're cutting. You know, depending on what you're cutting, it might not be a big deal, but you know, you're cutting stuff to fit or whatever else, trying not to waste materials. That'll do it right there. I mean, in a heartbeat. I mean, I don't know what that's at. Well, look at that. If only we had a measuring device, right? So the kerf on that is it's almost 3/16. It's like a hairline between it. It's just over an eighth, but not quite 3/16. So that's a pretty big kerf, especially compared to the Linux. I mean, it's like maybe a 1/16 of an inch. Yep, 1/16 of an inch. So I mean, that's a lot of wasted material if you're not wanting to waste it. By the way, these Linux blades, guys, they are diamond edged. It's just the edge, it's diamond. It's not like the Bad Dog where they've actually put some diamond on the surface. It's meant to be ground with. So with these, it's only right there on the edge of it. So that you got to remember that as well. But these are like 16 bucks, give or take. And don't quote me on the price on this, because these, I think they put these on sale all the time. But if they're not on sale, they're like 200 bucks for one of these. But it's got a lifetime warranty with it. But I haven't had to try that out. But I've heard a few people not have the greatest experience with it. But yeah. So let's give the old fiber disc a shot. Fiber disc. And just the same. And the kerf with the fiber disc is right at about 1/16 of an inch. All right, so there you guys have it. It's a knockdown drag out between Linux, Diamond Blade, Drillco, the Milwaukee against the Bad Dog. Personal opinion, if I were to have to buy each one of these things separately, it's not worth it. It's just my personal opinion. I think this cuts too slow for me, and there's too much of a kerf. There's too much wasted product there. I don't like that very much. I do like the fact that this thing can grind flat. That is awesome. That is about its best and only perk, to be honest with you. But is it bad quality? I won't say that. Not for this. I think these are fairly decent. If they were running a package deal and I could get it for dirt cheap, then I would probably pick it up. But would I go out and spend just $200 on one of these? Probably not, to be honest with you. I would probably just run my fiber discs and Linux blades when I need them. Yeah, I just don't, especially for a hobbyist, I don't think it's worth the money. Just me. Comes down to the old drill bits. If you're gonna do a lot of work in masonry, wood, maybe some tile stuff, then I would say that, and you dabbled a little bit in metal, these would probably work great. They'd probably be right up your alley. It'd be awesome. For me, I hardly ever deal in masonry stuff, here and there, and I've got a few oddball bits hanging around when I do need to do that kind of stuff. So I don't think these are worth it for me. I really don't. Not for the amount of money. I mean, lifetime warranty, but if it takes me, a month to get a bit back, then what's the point at that point? I mean, that's downtime. You know, I don't think it's worth that, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody else has got some better insights on it. But overall, I don't think the bits are worth it. Not in comparison. I would say stick with your specialty bits. Get you some good metal bits. You know, if you drilling in wood, some cheap Harbor Freights would work great for that as well. And then if you need some concrete bits, get some concrete bits. I think when it comes to drill bits, they just need to stay in their specialty. I don't think the one size fits all is going to work on that. And I just seen this said it'll drill hardened steel. I wish I had some hardened steel just to melt one of these for you guys, but I don't. So I don't see it. Personal opinion though. I think that's going to be it for the night. Until next time, guys. Hold on, wait a minute, I forgot. You know, I always forget to tell you guys this. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. Share the mess out of it. It's good for the algorithm, guys. Get me bumped up.